down goes Goria. Nice left hook
right
there for Brian Norman.
The young man from Atlanta,
The fighter out of Georgia, Dre, all business. Just like his father was all business when he was in the ring at 168 pounds. Now this young man is doing it at welterweight, trying to pull off the upset here in Turning Stone, New York. But Norman going straight to work with the body shots against the southpaw. Lands a nice right hook on the inside, and he's got Goria pinned, and then he's punishing him. Goria ready to go down, but he just won't.
Norman landing some heavy shots. Anything you can throw as a fighter, he's throwing it. Uppers, overhand rights, left hooks, body shots.
And he's
Goria is taking it.
Yeah, he's not just throwing them, Dre. He's landing them.
And they're landing heavy.
Shout out to Louis out of the RGBA Academy. And there you see Norman landing a nice uppercut. And now Goria letting his hands go.
He doesn't seem flustered. He doesn't seem frustrated. And he's barely breathing. So he didn't punch himself out in that first round. So he's doing what he's supposed to be doing.
See Norman now starting to shoot his shot. Nice overhand right and then
right
left.
Goria.
But then there's that answer, Dre.
Yes.
He saw Shushu Carrington earlier. He understands what's at stake for him and wanting to take that next step in his career.
But that's what comes with it, and that's what you say you wanted, so now you got to step up.
And now he is stepping up. He's walking down Goria. Proved that in the first round and continuing to prove that. And the guard of Goria, you know, is making Norman Jr. work. Now the tide is turned in favor of Goria. Let's see what kind of answer Norman has as he lands a nice left hook. Probably 3 clear rounds for each, 1 swing round, and this last round, which we'll have to see who comes out on top, as Norman was opening up and now down goes Goria.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You good? Come here. Okay.
Third time being knocked down as a professional. And can he finish how he started, as Brian Norman Jr. has an opportunity against a hurt Rodrigo Goria. Never been past round 7 has Brian Norman Jr. until tonight, and he's showing that his power carries as he once again sends Goria to the ropes.
Yes, it does.
All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Brian the Assassin 2, Norman Jr.
So the difference was a little bit more than just that 10-8 round, but it was a closer fight had it not been for that knockdown.
Right.
Brian Norman Jr. against Jesus Perez. Nice combination up top, and then gets caught up with a few shots, but some that landed behind the head there from Perez. And I do like how he's getting everything started with the jab, with that lead left hand, establishing that early and using it to set up the right hand, which we do know has some power. That head grazing with that shot. And the left hand, he has done a good job of varying it up.
And Perez is playing his part, pressing forward, taking the shots.
Like that?
Throwing his own shots.
Norman with a nice left hand to the body. A nice body shot gets in from Norman there, and then there's a counter stick shot from Perez. Jab, and then answer with Norman, that right hand right under that left elbow. There's the body shot. There's a nice left hand that gets in for Norman. Oh, nice left hand.
All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Brian the Assassin 2, Norman Jr.
And Brian Norman Jr., your winner by unanimous decision, improves his record now to 24-0 with 19 KOs.
Brian Norman Jr., the 22-year-old, against Quentin Randall. Norman trying to jab as Randall tries to connect with the same punch, and you see that pressure that Randall puts on. Norman puts on Randall, and Randall's just calm, cool, collected.
See, but this is where Norman wants to work. He wants to work in close. He likes mid-range. to inside to be able to work his offense. See right there, he's using the high guard right there. Nice little stab jab downstairs, changing. And that was an attempt right there to catch Norman on the way in with the right hand.
Nice body work from Norman with the right, and then follows up with a left hook to the head.
It's just the intensity and just working his hands of Norman.
Hands free, hands free.
That's getting the best of Randall. Stab right down to the body.
Nice jab there from Randall.
That was a good shot.
An up jab.
Good right hand.
We invite you to join the ESPN Bet family. Nice left hook there from Brian Norman. He woke up.
All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And now the WBO International Welterweight Champion, Brian the Assassin Norman Jr.
Brian Norman Jr. improves to 25-0. Hopefully a learning experience for this young man as he turns 23 years old on Thanksgiving week.
Norman is a 6-year pro, turned pro at 17 years old. Dad was a pro fighter. Now he's 23.
He's coming in this fight full of confidence. He feels that he has more experience than Norman, which he does to a certain degree. Norman had an extensive amateur background. He comes from a fighting family. His father was a fighter.
Oh, good right uppercut on the inside from Norman, punching between punches there. This thing's getting rough right away, Tim.
And it will get rough, because what's at stake, Tess? The world championship is at stake. Tess,
look at the pressure being put by Santillan. Boy, it's a good scrap right now, isn't it?
It's going to be a dogfight tonight. The belt is on the line, Tess. This is what both fighters been waiting on their entire life. Santillan, he's an 11-year, going on a 12-year pro.
Norman's been looking for that uppercut on the inside, that right uppercut. Two-punch combination. Closes the gap, splits the guard with the right hand. Does the Atlanta native.
Look at the short shots on the inside by Norman. Yes, his back is against the rope, but he's just shorter and precise. He has the shorter arms in this fight, and he's able to land those nice, crisp shots on the inside right there. Nice little pull down from him as well. Just trying to keep Santillan off balance.
Can already see redness and bruising around that right eye of Santillan. Oh, look at that. Maybe even a cut developing there. Right uppercut underneath. Norman's gone to that a few times early on here, Timmy.
See, Santillan's trying to overpower him right now. He's not using this. He's not using his brain. He's trying to overpower Norman. Norman's too quick, too smart. He's eluding a lot of that offense. His positioning test has been way better, much better than Santillan. Santillan is just strictly coming forward. That's all he's doing, just coming forward. Not doing anything creative. Whoa, that's a beautiful shot.
That straight left hand, that power backhand from the southpaw can do something, though.
You do hear the reaction, but you know, the judges can be influenced by that, but if they top judges.
It's a good job by Norman fighting out of that corner.
Yes.
Short right hand on the inside, and they traded. Boy, it's a fun fight to get your night started before we have our title fight.
The judges can't see him working out.
Good uppercut on the inside.
It's good work.
This is a back and forth round. Referee Ray Corona confirmed that that was from a clash of heads. And Stitch Duran told Bernardo Osuna that he has it under control. And now Brian Norman, as he buckles the legs of Santillan. A minute to work here in round number 8. Half a minute. To get an uppercut, a right uppercut, and then Norman falls in. Another uppercut. Santillan tries to trade back. Fire with fire here. Powerful left hand. Santillan stands up to it. Big right uppercut. Oh, it's a big round for Brian Norman. Round number 9. He took big punishment as we look back.
He gonna stop him. That's a broken nose. It's a broken nose.
Look at this mess of a face from Santillan.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, and Santillan's willing to trade with him. With slick, blood-soaked gloves. Look at the shine on him.
He's hitting them with kill shots at will, like that.
Big right hand from Norman.
Next level stuff from Norman right here.
Trying to stay undefeated. Oh my! I mean, how big was that shot? Another uppercut. Brian Norman trying to win himself a belt. The young man from Atlanta. How you end it. You want blood and guts. You want action. You want power. It strikes here thanks to Brian Norman.
He had him dancing. Just control right here. Stand at the right range. There it is. You see that lead hand control? He set that up just to create enough space for himself to be able to land that combination, that right hand right there between the guards. But that uppercut, he sees him leaning forward. It's just target practice from here, Tess.
And then
that's what it
this is the end of the fight. Folks, line it up, put it down. Here it comes.
Oh my goodness. Just coming around the guard right there. Oh. That uppercut, lead uppercut. My goodness.
Watch the reaction of the upper body. Watch the reaction here.
Never saw it coming, Tess.
Watch the shoulders and head.
Oh my goodness. And the flex right there afterwards. My goodness.
You want eye candy from the fight game? Eat this. Man, oh man. I mean, Timmy.
That's unbelievable. That's, you know what, that's like an instant, you're an instant star tonight. Honestly.
Watch it in real
instant
speed.
Star tonight with this performance.
Just soak it up, folks. And that's how you win a belt.
And now, the WBO interim welterweight champion of the world, Brian the Assassin Norman Jr.
You're going to be seeing those highlights for a while.
Brian Norman Jr. This fight was supposed to happen on November 8th. His first title defense against Derek Cuevas, who's been away from the ring himself for 16 months, but he was not going to risk a fight that could put this world title opportunity against Brian Norman Jr. at risk. Left hand surgery for Brian Norman Jr. Fully fit, he says, for the first time since I was an amateur, I feel that I can throw both hands with power, and that's what I plan to do against Derek Cuevas.
When you're in there with a mean fighter that has a mean left hook as well and has knocked out many of his opposition, again, yes, like that. Norman has to keep that right hand glued to the side of his face. Hold that phone up, because that left hook from Cuevas will come out of nowhere.
That's right to the body from Brian Norman Jr. Nice
left hook. Oh, he hurt him with that shot too. You see the legs of Cuevas buckle just a little bit. Oh,
and there he goes down.
That's the power.
Impressive how Cuevas was able to stay on his feet. Now can he do it for the next 20 seconds? So you see the confidence, the power, the explosiveness in the punches of Brian Norman Jr. Well, the first defense for Brian Norman Jr. in the white trunks, trimmed in gray and orange. The challenger, Derek Cuevas, out of Puerto Rico with the black trunks, trimmed in gold.
Oh, look at Norman. Smart, extremely smart. Watch him how he sets it up. He's trying to feint him now.
Nice
he hurt him again.
Once again, you see the legs unsteady on Derek Cuevas.
And he's landing high on the tempo. That's why you're seeing the legs buckle a bit. High on the tempo.
Derek, stop, no punch.
There's that lead left hook once again from Brian Norman Jr.
Yeah, but he stepped back out of range right there. Just a little off the mark. Whoa,
there,
nice.
That one he stepped into.
Nice swivel jab right there.
Oh, there it is. Left hook. Partially blocked. Oh, that's a lead right in the left front. Cuevas in the back of the corner.
3, 4, 5. Derek, look at me. 6, 7, 8. Derek, look at me.
He don't want to be here.
Look at me, Derek. You want to go?
He don't want to be here. He done.
Look, the body language and the reaction from Derek Cuevas set it off. He was hurt earlier this round, and this combination sent Cuevas to the canvas, and even though he got up to him, there was no intent to continue fighting because he did not answer the instructions of Thomas Taylor. He took some solid shots.
Norman right there, check hook. He saw his man loading up for a left hook of his own. Again, Cuevas, that's his favorite punch as well. Norman just staying disciplined, keeping his feet underneath him, not lunging, just making him pay as he comes in. Check this out. Boom, and this is the finish right here. Doing a good job right there, going around the guard and then coming in with a swivel jab right there to create that knockdown. With that left hook right there, that's what started everything. Coming around that jab. Good swivel jab right there to send Cuevas to the canvas, baby.
That under the Top Rank banner, Norman's become a true boxing TV star, delivering thrilling fights and highlight reel stoppages nearly every time he steps through the ropes. And because you're tuning in live from every corner of the globe at every hour imaginable, you don't need me to tell you that this matchup against an even younger and equally exciting knockout artist has all the makings of a potential fight of the year.
For Norman Jr. is just clean technique. Everything he does is exactly the way that, somebody should. Hands pop right back to the defensive
Right
side
hand, a left hook. Is they scoring that a knockdown? I believe so. A left hook landed. A more aggressive Norman stalking Sasaki. Combinations to the head, right hand by Norman. Left-right combination, and down goes Sasaki for a second time. Huge combination by Norman.
Sasaki
Tomas
trying to get himself back into this fight the only way he knows how.
thundering left to the body, right, left uppercut by Norman. Sasaki in real trouble. Huge left by Norman. Left to right in that fast clubbing right hand to the top of the head of Sasaki. Still has his wits about him. Big right hand by Norman again. Sasaki fighting back, but taking a ton of abuse from the champion here in round two. Norman pressing the pace, huge body shot, pushes back Sasaki. Another body shot by Norman.
Seems like a champ though.
Norman turns the tables though, starts
hurt.
hammering and bludgeoning Sasaki. Huge power from Norman. Sasaki wilting in the corner, still upright. The ropes holding him up somewhat. Norman pouring it on.
And Norman Jr. just so calm in these exchanges. Knows he has him hurt, but doesn't overextend. Just relies on his crisp and clean fundamentals. Really putting it on him here.
He's really hurt. Wilting in the corner, backing up and staggering. He's taking huge abuse from Norman.
And just no change in the body language from the champ either. He's so calm in these situations.
Oh, it's Sasaki staggering backwards, sticking out his tongue saying, let's go, I want more. Well, he's gonna get more. Gary Norman Jr. putting on a show and making a statement here in Tokyo. Sasaki fighting back. Another huge clubbing right hand. Left hook behind it. Right hand up top.
Showing his world-class level.
And a right straight down the middle staggers Sasaki back. A right hand, sweeping right hand connects two to the chin of Sasaki. Huge right hand sweeping past the guard of Sasaki. Another clubbing right and a clubbing left. Left hand at the bell. Right. From Norman, another huge right hand. Good body shot by Norman.
Oh, he's out cold. Out cold.
A gigantic left hand by Brian Norman
that's
Jr.
a showstopper.
No bother counting. Get the doctor. Unbelievable knockout.